Bienvenidos a clase de español. Today in our class we will be learning about regular present tense ER conjugation of verbs. We will begin with discussing the endings of the verbs. We will continue by practicing with the different verb endings, and we will end with a really fun game. At the end of class today, you will be able to say, I can communicate on some very familiar topics using single words and phrases that I have practiced and memorized. You will also be able to say, I can identify basic grammatical structures of the target language and compare these structures to my own language, such as tense, gender, word order, and agreement. To begin with, we will remind ourselves that we can conjugate the verbs by removing the ending, the infinitive ending, from the stem of the verb. For the verb comer, we can remove the ER. We are left with the stem com. Com is the stem of the verb comer. By dropping the ER and adding our simple present tense ending, we can change the verb to the form that we need. For our first verb, we have, for the first pronoun form, we have the yo form of the verb. Remember, yo means I. To conjugate it, we would drop the ER off the end of the verb, and we would add, excuse me. Let's get that out of there. We will add O. So, comer becomes como. For the to form of the verb, to, meaning you, familiar, we would drop the ER off the end of the verb and add es. Es. So comer becomes comes, or you eat. For the el, ella, or usted form of the verb, we would again drop the ER off the stem of the verb, and we would add e. By adding e to the end of the verb, we now can say he eats, she eats, or they eat. Or you eat, formal, sorry. You eat, formal. Ustedes, usted, usted come. For the nosotros form of the verb, nosotros meaning we would drop the ER off of the verb and add hemos, comemos, bebemos, tejemos. We add hemos to the end of the verb to make the nosotros form of the verb. And finally, for the ellos, ellas, ustedes form of the verb, remember ellos, ellas means they, ustedes means you, plural. You would drop the ER off the end of comer or any other ER, stem ER infinitive verb, and add en, en. Comen, beben, tejen. So, for our ER conjugation chart, we have yo, o, tú, es, él, ella, usted, nosotros, hemos, ellos, ellas, ustedes, en. Buen hecho. Very good job. Okay, now we're going to practice. We're going to practice with some verbs of our ER verbs that we have. Our first verb is comer. So, how would you, first thing, let's remind ourselves first that the stem of comer is com. The stem of comer is com. We drop the E off and we have com. So, what is our first word? To drop the ER off the stem. Yo, com,
Como.
Oh, good. Yo como. Okay, what about the to form of the verb?
Me.
Com. What do we add?
Y.
E.
Con ER.
Es.
Eh?
Comes. Comes. Tú comes. You eat. For él, ella, and usted, we have com. Remember, we begin with the stem. Com. Come. Nosotros
Comemos.
comemos. Very good. And what about ellos, ellas, or ustedes? Or ustedes. It would be com. Comen. Very good. Yo como, tú comes, usted come, nosotros comemos, ellos comen. Okay, let's try a different form of the verb. Let's try beber. Okay, for beber, what is the stem of beber? We leave the ER off the end, it's beb. So, for beber, what is the yo form of the verb? It is
Bo. Bebo.
bebo. What about the to form of the verb?
Bebes.
Bebes. Very good. What about the el form of the verb?
Beben.
Be. Be.
Bebe.
Bebe. What about nosotros?
Bebemos.
Bebemos. Very good. And the ustedes form of the verb is
Beben.
beben. Very good. Yo bebo, tú bebes, él bebe, nosotros bebemos, ellos beben. Very good. Let's try a different form of the verb. Let's try tejer. Tejer. For tejer, we have the stem of, oh, excuse me. It's not wanting to erase, that's okay. We'll just keep going. Te. Te. Te is the stem of tejer. Very good. So what shall we say is the yo form of the verb? Te.
Tejo.
Tejo. Very good. Two.
Te.
Te. Tejes. Very good. El.
Te. Te.
Teje. Nosotros
Tejemos.
tejemos. And ellas
Tejer.
tejen.
Tejen.
Ellos tejen. This shows you that you can use a regular verb, comer, beber. These are common verbs that we use every day to eat, to drink, or a more uncommon but still regular verb, tejer, which means to weave or to knit. Okay, let's continue on. Now we're going to practice using the verb in sentences. Yo una manzana. What was
Como.
Yo como una manzana. Very good. Oh. Very good. What about tu agua?
Tu bebes.
Tu bebes agua. Very good. What about nosotros chocolate? Nosotros
Comemos.
comemos chocolate. Very good. How about ella una bufanda. A bufanda
Where
is a scarf.
is it?
What can ella, remember the three verbs that we used? Comer, beber, tejer.
Oh.
Ella
Teje.
teje una bufanda. Very good. What about ustedes leche?
Ustedes
Beben
beben.
leche.
Very good.
Beben.
Ustedes beben leche.
We got.
I got.
What about el limonada.
Teje. No.
El.
Beje.
Bebe
Bebe.
limonada. Very good. Ellos. Alfombra is a rug. Ellos
On its own.
tejen alfombras.
No one wears a rug. Usted, sopa.
Oh.
Usted, sopa is soup. Usted,
Comen.
come. Usted is singular, ustedes is plural. Ellas, no. Now I added no here. That means that they do not. Ellas no tela. Tela is to make, is a fabric. So ellas no tela. Ellas no tejen. Very good. And for our last one, nosotros no.
Bebemos vino.
Very good. Nosotros no bebemos vino. Very good. Now we're going to play a game to see how we have it. Okay. In our game today, we're going to pop the balloons in which the verb is conjugated correctly. Joshua, would you come up and help me pop the balloons? Find a sentence in which the verb is conjugated correctly, and you just hit it to pop the balloon. Just hit the balloon. Sorry, let's try it again. Very good. The volume all the way up, not working? Okay, very good. Liana, would you like to come up and pop a balloon? Very good. Joshua, would you like to try again?